Hi everyone, welcome to Playful Pilates. Today I'll be leading you in a warm-up that you can tack on to any of the videos that we are showing on the channel, or you can do just by itself to wake you up in the morning or to cool you down at night, easing you into your day with peace and elegance. Big breath up. Lower down, take the chin to the chest and roll all the way forward. Soften one knee after the other, feeling your shoulders relaxing, opening through the pelvis and softening the spine. With slightly bent knees, roll all the way back up, and we start with the shoulder rolls, getting deep up into the ears to that crunch, crunch, crunch. And then we add the elbows. Now, when I'm bending my knees, doing these round positions, I'm making sure the pubic bone is coming forward into a north rolling, and the stomach is pulling up into the spine. I'm continuing with long arms, swimming through the space, allowing my focus to fly. Lift your shoulders all the way up. It feels funny. Hold it. Lift those fingers more. Separate in the ribs and then shoulders down. Let's do that again. Shoulders up. Go into the tension. Go into where we don't want to be when we're stressed out and actively release. One more time, huh? Find those fingers elongating and down. Doesn't that feel great to release? Good work. Bring the chin to the chest, staying long in the spine. Just look from one side to the other a few times. Good. And coming back into the center, standing up nice and tall. Now we're going to start getting a little juicy in the joints. So I'm getting some heat behind me, but I'm also focusing on the front of my body. There's always a bit of core engagement here, pulling that pelvis forward and articulating all the fingers, really opening up through the palms and the wrists, while the ankles, knees, and yes, those hips are also circling around. Good. Juice in those joints. Super. Now we go into pliés again. Simple plie with the parallel knees going over the first and second toe. Keep everything long here. And let's add shoulders to the ears. And then let's lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Again, shoulders to the ears and the fingertips up to the ceiling. One more time like that, and fingertips up. Now, we're going to circle the arms. They're a little bit soft. They're not hyperextended, and the fingers are reaching as high up as possible. You'll get a neural stretch in the forearm up into the elbow. It's a good thing to open up all those channels. Change the direction around, like we're washing walls on each side of us. Wide open. Another 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Good. Let's add that in with the fingertips, and now we float the heels up. So you don't have to come to a full height with your heel raises. You can just go a little bit up. Or you go higher. When we lower the heels down, you keep the weight forward. I'm not going back. I'm controlling it down. And how do we do that? By engaging the core and keeping the weight forward. And bend. I almost lost it there and fell right onto you though. And up and down. Last time. Bend and stretch and up and lower down. Let's bring the heels together in Pilates stance, engaging the inner thighs, cracking a nut in your butt, and change your hair. Good. Let's tip the head over to the right, keeping your shoulders open. And we do a half circle to tip over to the left. Shoulders square. Core is engaged. And again, over to the right. And again, over to the left. And over to the right. And let's stay to the right. We're going to dip a little bit sideways here, relaxing this arm, keeping the chest open and expanding the waist. Very good. And let's find our height in the center and up and over to the other side. Down, up. I'm squeezing my bum, pulling the navel up and in, down, up, and down, up. Before we go further into the side bend, I want you to lift and lower the heels, holding the Pilates stance nice and firm as we come up. Now this engages the pelvic floor and helps initiate that, it engages the adductors and helps initiate the pelvic floor up and into the core. Good. Squeezing the back of the thighs, opening the shoulders, and blink, 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 and 2, and 1. Now let's take that arm up and again, lift the shoulder up. Just feel how fantastically mobile the shoulder joint is, and then let's secure it down. Take the fingertips and the head into a beautiful side bend. The other arm is reaching along the leg for support. Now I'm going to continue reaching my arm a little bit further. My shoulder is coming up just to continue opening through the lats and all the intercostals. Lift up again, and the other arm goes up. Again, fly that shoulder up towards the ear and anchor it down. Take yourself into a side bend, fingertips and head, and reach now a little bit further away. Good. Let's come up and we go from one side to the other. Shift the weight away from the hands. Up and shift. Good. Nice range of motion. Also with the pelvis changing into the opposite foot and open. Good. And twice more. Over and up. And the last time over and up. Good. Let's bring the heels still in Pilates stance. Let's come up for a moment. You can take your arms to the side, keeping the stomach in. We do small demi-pliés here. Again, the arms are for balance, so feel the energy of the fingers going out into a diagonal. The stomach is tight to the spine. The heels are pressed together. The jaw is relaxed and the head is floating. And up, another down. And up, last 2, plie and stretch, and plie and stretch, and lower down. We're going to take the hands out again into that flexed position. Deep breath here in the center, and then keeping your hips directly towards me, we're going to twist to the right. I'm keeping my hips stabilized, and I'm moving my spine to a beautiful rotation. Exhale, twist in the other direction. Keep pressing those hands away. Inhale, center, find the waist. Exhale, wringing all of the air out of the lungs by using the core. Inhale, center. Exhale, shoulders down, and again. Good, and center. Let's test our balance. So one foot comes up and we're going to circle the foot. My supporting knee is pulling up towards my hips. Good, and change the direction, really using those arms. And now a little double bounce. We go bounce, bounce, up. Change other side, 1 and 2. Long supporting leg, shoulders down. Change the direction, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, double bounce up. Here we go with the arms and the foot, 1 and 2. Good, getting your balance going on for the day, setting you up for success. And 2 and 1, double bounce, 1, 2, up. Last time, whoops, 1 and a 2. Stabilize that supporting leg, pelvic floor up. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and double bounce. Good. Now we're going to go in a little turnout into parallel, a little turnout into parallel, a big turnout. So let's slap the thighs here, and we're going into grand plie in second. Down we go, opening those knees, and then squeeze the inner thighs, lifting up. Feel the inner thighs closing as we go out, and then squeeze them up. Again, out we go, and squeeze it up, and out. Tummy is up and in. Let's open the arms into a big V and lift it up. Again, reach it out and pull it up. Twice more, shoulders down, fingers wide, and lift it up. Try to change your focus, waking up through the whole body. We do soft pulses and open and pulse and open. Each time, feel that pelvic floor bounce back up into the body. And let's do 4 more and bounce and open, down and up. Last 2, touch and open, touch and open, stretching up. Bring your toes and your fingers up, forward into a flat back. So I'll show you this from the side. My weight is in the heels. I'm reaching my hips back, my fingertips forward, trying to bring my head in between the arms. Stomach is lifted up, and I'm circling the arms here. And change the direction. Release down to the floor. Take a deep breath here, shaking out your head. And softly bend your knees. Roll yourself up. Let's wiggle the feet back towards each other. Hip width apart. Take a deep breath up. And get to play. I hope you have a great rest of your day and enjoy more training on Playful Pilates. Ciao!